Your deduction just now. Can we talk about your deduction before? The things you concluded about me, I mean. The now famously accurate, troubling predicament you find yourself in. Actually, it was the other thing, the other details that I was hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and assassin of 16 part. Yes, the more sordid details. It was a fairly commonplace deduction. Here we have this morning's paper. The main headline reads... Revolutionary violin Bolshevik? Villain? It's probably villain. It's fucking Ace Attorney puns. It's villain. He's a villain. I assume that's the pun. Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. This vessel made a port at Shanghai yesterday, and last night the young Russian was murdered. He's not... I'm gonna lose my mind. Since when was Cosmo a Russian? It sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor. It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. One who had killed the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes, you. Villain Bolshevik. Bolshevik? No. How could it be me? I don't look anything like this man. Just look at his face. Well, you are a fearsome revolutionary after all. Therefore, you have no doubt learned to revolutionize your appearance as well. Motherfucker, that's just wordplay. You're just using wordplay at this point. Oh, please. And I might add, your name does not appear on this ship's passenger list. Need I say more? Well, that's because I'm a stowaway. What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower. Ah, yes. The journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all those particulars in the article. The deeds the man has perpetrated thus far, and those he is plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There can be no mistake. Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters, I wonder? And what about the part where you... said I was just returning from Afghanistan? Also quite clearly stated here in the article. Bolshevik has recently returned after a period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan. So this motherfucker isn't deducing shit. He's literally just assuming I'm a person, or Ryunosuke is a person, that he read about in a fucking newspaper. God damn it, if you weren't so, like, hilarious and flamboyant, I would be so mad at you right now. Sholmes. Where even is it anyway? This Afghanistan place. Here, take the paper for yourself. A little memento of this great deduction. Oh, thank you? I've absorbed all that is of interest to me within its pages, but I see no rubbish bin nearby. The article about the revolutionary has been entered into the court record. In the Russian newspaper, the headline reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. Though I am curious if there's more to read in it. Kind of? This guy. I'm afraid I can't read a word of Russian. No, me neither. I have no idea what any of this says. The patter of you floundering is a sorry sight. Allow me to offer some assistance. The article on the front page of this newspaper is concerned with a fearsome Russian revolutionary. It reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. Yes, you told us that before. It reveals also that those who see the man's beard with their own eyes never live to tell the tale. Oh my goodness, he is fearsome. Well, presumably the newspaper photographer was alright, wasn't he? The solution is obvious, of course. If he despises his beard to that degree, he need only shave it off. I'm not quite sure that's the problem, Mr. Sholmes. Oh my fucking god, this guy. Hello. Hey look, more things. Is this the cursed crown that he was talking about? This is interesting. You found something relevant, Naruhodo-san? Well, no, I mean, it looks like it might be interesting. I can't read a single word, I'm afraid. No, nor can I. But look at this picture. Look at this photograph! God damn it. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess, do you think? She is very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you enjoy articles like this, do you? I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. I'm glad you've noticed this article. Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Oh, thank you. He pops up everywhere, this Mr. Sholmes. It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. A renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. During a performance in Shanghai, this famous dancer was reported missing. She is, of course, the talented young Nikolina Pavlova. Why are Russian names so hard to remember? It would appear that the woman was in costume when she was found to be missing from her dressing room, wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 20,000 rubles. Oh, how much is 20,000 rubles? I have no idea, but I'm quite sure it must be an unbelievable sum of money. Susato-san's eyes are shining like diamonds themselves. The tiara is the property of the Novovich Ballet. It would seem the director is beside herself with worry. Yes, I'm not surprised. The company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They've requested international assistance at all ports with sailings to Great Britain. Could this be another case of a Russian fleeing his or her country? It does seem to be the Russian thing to do. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Naruhodo. Okay, I'm gonna point something out once and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop it, but it's really bugging me. She keeps switching between Mr. Naruhodo and Naruhodo-san. Pick one, motherfucker! Like, and I know that's a localization thing. Like, that's the fucking just inconsistencies in the script. Pick one! Article on the back page of a Russian newspaper. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. Got it. Okay. You may find the article on the back page of interest as well. Motherfucker beat you to it, bitch! On the back? Cast your eye over it sometime if the interest takes you, though you may need someone to interpret. It's all written in Russian. I couldn't hope to read it. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt to just glance at the article. Maybe there might be a picture or two. I like how I did that before they even told me to. What you were just investigating. Yeah, why were you fucking sitting on the desk? Before we started talking, you were examining Cosma's desk, weren't you? Cosma? Ah, yes, the victim. Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all? Observe for a moment the desktop of the victim. Uh-huh. We see that the victim was engaged in penning some text. London Diary. Cosmo was keeping notes of his trip. But I don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people. Tragic. And something you ought to perhaps elucidate before the act of reading. You mean you've read it already? Something tells me she's not going to be upset about it. Because he's the detective. It's possible. It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japanese. Oh, I see. Oh, you're about to know what a Susato takedown is. Nah, she's gonna be fine with it, because she's a hypocrite! Susato-san? Aren't you going to throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns? I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san. What on earth do you mean? Life is so unfair. Alright, I'm losing a lot of respect for Susato right now. She's a hypocrite, and also she's just kind of dumb. She was so cool at first, and now less so. Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely this diary belonging to the victim. It would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray be precise as to details. Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese. A smattering, dear boy, a smattering. Sayonara, bonsai, mikado. Nado nado, I trust you're suitably impressed. But this diary is littered with complicated-looking characters, of which I can read precisely none. So what was all that showing off about before then? Maybe I'm the hypocrite here because I like him for being dumb and she's bothering me. I mean, she started out being cool. He came in with, like, as a doofus, right? He, like, literally introduced himself being a fucking goober. So, it's fine with him. You, on the other hand, Susato, you have no excuse. Go sit in a corner. If you would be so kind as to show me, I would be happy to read it for you, Mr. Sholmes. Now, I'm much obliged, my dear madam. The final entry here in Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just 2 short sentences. The first reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. A whistling sound? These are very deep waters. Pray, go on. The second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? What on earth does that mean? I mean, it's a snack, right? We learned that at the beginning. I have no idea. I have never heard of that expression before. The ventilator grill, you say? The man was presumably referring to the ventilator, yeah, the ventilator grill. To the lattice there on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin. Yes, the adjoining cabin. Kazuma's diary has been entered into the court record. So was it just, there's no way it's just as simple as he got bit by a snake that came from the other room. I mean, that would make sense if the culprit was a snake. It could just slither up and about. So, I believe I've given you enough to consider for the time being, at least. But this is Ace Attorney, you know there's gonna be like 7 different fucking plot twists, crazy shit. Do you have somewhere to go? As it happens, the victim's writings in his diary have piqued my interest. The matter warrants further investigation, I believe, and if I am still too long, the seasickness takes hold. Oh, I suppose you're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to. Great detectives are a curious breed. Our minds rebel at stagnation. We crave mental exaltation. We crave mental exaltation. So yes, I intend to investigate. Hence the truth will become clear soon enough. Do you think perhaps that we could go with you? No, that would be somewhat complicated. What? But why? A simple glance at your wrists should reveal the answer. Oh, these. After all, you're the prime suspect in this matter. No? There's no point in trying to turn it into a question. You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place. Whatever do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point. Huh? You must be joking! You said it! Only a moment ago! Dear me, you are clearly misguided. I would have no cause to say such a thing. Well, actually, Mr. Sholmes, I did hear you say that too. You're quite sure? Well, that's very strange. I wouldn't have said you had the face of a criminal, you know. Not really. So what, were you looking at my knees before? Some great detective you are. Well, anyway, that was then and this is now. What do you mean? What I mean, sir, is this. If you are the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Roll over and accept your fate. I kinda love him. I kinda love him a lot. He's really funny. Now he's just being plain rude. And off he goes, having just laughed in my face. His sense of humor is as twisted as his name. Naruhodo-san, what are you just standing there for? We must go and investigate the cabin next door as well. Aren't you forgetting something? What about these? There's no way I can— Hiya! Christ. After Kazuma-sama spent his dying moments struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give up? You're just going to roll over and accept your fate? As if you gave me any choice in the rolling over part. It's so funny. I'm glad you like it. Yeah! I think we still have some investigation to finish off here first, don't we? Let's carry on examining what we can in this cabin while we wait for a chance to slip next door. Good idea. The situation doesn't look good for me, but there are still things I can do to help myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this. And bring the real culprit to justice. Oh my god. Oh hey. More Russian crewmen. Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? Oh no, it's just that crewman standing by the door. I can't stop feeling like I've seen him somewhere before. Oh yes, you're right. He does look familiar. Excuse me, sir. Yes, what can I do for you? Oh my god, it's this fucking guy! It's this fucking guy! Are you fucking serious? Why are you here? Why are you here? Sir! What? Can't! I recognize that face, but it can't be. It is! I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga. Hello again. What are you doing here? I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you, my heart stopped. Nearly stopped, I hope. I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew and board this ship. Is he gonna be here is he gonna be like here for every fucking case? Again? You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector. If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask. I never expected to see this man on board, but perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless situation. Yeah, let's chat. Special orders. So, what are your special orders this time, Inspector? Yes, and why are you dressed as a member of the crew? so sorry. Hmm? I cannot divulge that information. Oh, no, never mind. This is all my fault. I take full responsibility. For what? My orders were to act as Asogi-san's bodyguard. Oh, wow, good job. Yeah. It was the Minister of Justice Jigoku, who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Asogi-san reached Great Britain without being assassinated. Assassinated? How could that even have been a possibility? I'm not sure. But these are complicated times. There are tensions between the world's great powers. Minister Jigoku said we should be prepared for all eventualities. This is incredible. I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated? Obviously, we couldn't give Asogi-san a visible security escort. Which was why I'm undercover now, posing as one of the crew. I see. And I didn't take my eyes off him the entire time we've been on board, from morning until night, every day. Well, but I never imagined it would happen here, inside his own cabin, not here on the first-class deck. I failed miserably at my assignment, and Asogi-san is dead as a result. I'm a disgrace. All I can do is humbly apologize. Inspector. So if there's anything at all I can do to help now, just say the word. Give me permission to investigate. We're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves. I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer? Of course not. I'd really like to investigate the cabin next door. Yes, so we need to be allowed out of this cabin. I'm sorry. What? You've been deemed a risk to the ship's safety. If you moved to even touch the handle of the cabin door, that stormy-looking seaman over there would surely snap your neck in two. I suppose I'm not just a stowaway now. They think I'm a murderer as well. Would it be possible to give me something to work with, do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive. What do you mean? If I had a solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example, I'd do everything I could to persuade the captain to allow it. Really, I'd lay my life on the line if I had to. But I don't see how. There may be a way. What? Really? Think of how you tried to persuade me of your innocence, Naruhodo-san. By presenting me with a piece of evidence that you already had in your possession. Evidence? It's just the same as when you were in court. You must have done it many times during your trial. Simply select the present panel, and choose some evidence that Inspector Hosonaga could use. So, evidence that would give us a viable reason to investigate the next door cabin, is it? Alright, yes, I think I might know what we can use. So if I can present the detective with the evidence he needs to persuade the captain. I have a suspicion, I have a hunch as to what it might be, and it's this! Take that! Oh, I didn't say it. What's that? It's Kazuma's diary. Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something something rather strange in his diary. Strange? In what way? He wrote, what looks like some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? That is strange. Yes, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that. But what I'd like to know is... Don't tell me. The ventilator, is it? You're very astute, Inspector. That ventilator clearly joins to the next door cabin. That's right, so if we could investigate in there, we might be able to work out what the speckled band was. Alright then. I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port. The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime, you see. I'll have to entrust the investigation to you. Really? You're willing to do that? Yes, as long as you don't leave the first-class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove those handcuffs, though. But what about the captain? Aren't you going against his direct orders? I'm a man of my word. And I promise you that I'll lay my life on the line if that's what it takes to convince the captain. After all, I failed to keep Asogi-san safe. This is the least I can do. Thank you. Let's seize the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Just select move and we can leave the cabin at last. Move. Alright. Let's see if we can find it. I love when it's whenever the characters are talking about game things. It's very funny to me. Alright. First class passageway. Into the passageway. The fuck is that? A piece of cheese? SS Buria, first class cabin passageway, 7:48 AM, January 9th. Whew, I'm finally out of that cabin. I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be, and this is the most luxurious accommodation. Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on this study tour by the government. That's why he was being put up in a first-class cabin. Even still, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in steerage. Really? That must be awful. Oh my god, there's that guy. Oh, look over there. That's another crewman keeping watch, and he looks enormous, even if he is sitting down. The door next to him leads to the second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in here who shouldn't. I suppose... like people in handcuffs? Indeed. Naruhodo-san, you look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. I would have thought you'd be used to the ship by now. You've been at sea for 2 weeks already. Lady, I've been living in a fucking wardrobe! Well, yes, I know, but the thing is... I was inside Kazuma's trunk when I first came aboard. And ever since then, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe. It must have been a very trying time for you. Please, don't give me that pitying look. Especially since you've, like, literally judo fucking tossed me on the ground, like, 3 times by now, lady. This looks like a plan of the SS Buria. It shows each deck. Look. The Buria is a large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. What a marvel of engineering. Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but... how is it that such a huge lump of metal doesn't just sink into the bottom of the ocean? Well, it's funny you should ask that, Ryunosuke. Time to learn about buoyancy! Go into, like, a song and dance, like, tutorial about the concept of buoyancy. Oh, that's really quite simple, Naruhodo-san. It is? Well, consider the Japanese archipelago. The islands of Japan? Yes, they're not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them. This is not where I was expecting this to go. Well, I suppose so. Oh, that's it? No? We're not going to talk about buoyancy and the wonders of science? No, we're just going to... okay, cool. That's a huge book on the top of the table there. And there's a pen next to it. Is it the ledger? Yes, that looks like the ship's log. Shall we have a little look through it? The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded, probably in Russian. You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. Oh, and nothing. No reaction at all. I Thought he might appreciate the compliment. I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment, Naruhodo-san, even to a sailor. Anyway, last night's log is mostly blank. Presumably that means there was nothing to report. Also, I just noticed the fucking midriff on this sailor. Like, just straight up midriff. Hello. That's the way to the second-class area of the ship. We probably shouldn't go there. Is something wrong? I was thinking about making a run for it, just for a moment. Things aren't exactly going well for me. I might be wrong, but I imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman would surely shoot you dead. Yeah? Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there. No, I started it with my talk of running away. And there's no way I could run away while Kazuma's death remains a mystery anyway. True.